Welcome. So today we are talking about confessions. Kuna wale watu wanatumia confessions mingi. Most of the time I don't get to read them. Lakini leo I'm going to read them kwa wingi. So let's get to it. Shirikana wewe. So, confession number 1. I lied about having a miscarriage, so the guy I was having sex with wouldn't leave. I lied about having a miscarriage, so the guy I was having sex with wouldn't leave. Hiyo ni mbaya mazi, hiyo ni mbaya. Anyway, this is another confession. So, hizi confessions zenye natumiwa inbox, but then I don't get time to read them. So, leo tunazichambua zote one after the other. So, here is another one. It's about my fiancée. We recently got engaged. She told me about her previous boyfriend, and I was okay with that. However, later on, I found out that she had 2 other boyfriends in the past, which she never told me about. She has quite a strong bond with one of them, and I found out they were even talking about getting married. Hey! I still love her and I'm still going to get married. Now I have a good relationship with my fiancé and we are getting married in a couple of months. We are in a long distance together relationship and I'm going to see her in about a month. I still love her and I'm still going to get married. However, knowing what I know, it has been tough to accept the fact that she did not tell me about that. So, would it be a good idea to bring this up when I see her? Is there any practical and better way to resolve this? Already you have known that she's engaging her previous boyfriend. So already there's a red flag, and I don't know why would you want to get married, because now if she's engaging her ex, it means she has not moved on. Yeah, so that's a red flag. There's no way you are not going to get married, so forget about that. Okay, let's go to this. I love my boyfriend, but I can't stand him at times. Makes me wish I had a second relationship so I can turn him and tell him my darkest kinkies or fantasies. I want to do that so bad, but I don't know if I should stay as a fantasy. I don't understand this confession. To be very honest, I don't understand what you are saying or what she's saying. Anyway, I'll go to another one. So here is another confession. I miss being in a toxic relationship so much. I try to turn my healthy relationship into one. I don't know kama kuna vitu kama hizi. You know, there are some things I'm hearing watu wananitumia mazizi na shtua. That I miss being in a toxic relationship so much. I try to turn my relationship into one. Yani ana miss kuwa in a toxic relationship mpaka anataka kusabotaji yenye ako nayo ndiye akuwe in a toxic relationship. Hey, that's crazy. Anyway, let's go on. The confession, so there's nothing much to say about it. There's another one. My partner has recently become addicted to Twitter, which is X, I think, and it's been genuinely straining our relationship. Every second I'm not with them, they immediately get to their phone and start scrolling. It's been making both of us more spiteful towards each other, and it's a terrible situation. I really do love them and I don't want to leave them, especially not over something stupid as social media. Hizi masimu zinaweza haribu relationship, hiyo nayo tunajua, but then the thing is these are small things, so why don't you sit down with your person muongee juu mambo ya x tu ni kitu ndogo, hiyo ni kitu yenye mnaweza kaa chini muongee. Sioni ikiwa big deal. Anyway, I also don't know venye ina strain your relation juu jaongea details sana. Yeah, so here is another one. So it's me that has been unfaithful. It's my partner of 5 years. He hides that he has paid subscriptions to adult-only sites and websites, and he hides the littlest things from me. We live together and have been happy, but I recently found all this out, and he has a second Instagram account where he follows and likes other women who look nothing like me. The complete opposite, to be honest, and I'm feeling really conflicted on what to do. Kindly advise. Hiyo naomba kama kuna mtu amesikia hiyo kitu vizuri, advice. Whoever sent this, wenye walituma hii najua wana watch wengine. So huyu amekuwa na partner mwenye anaficha vitu, pia ana watch porn. Akona paid subscription on porn websites, yeah? And then akona another Instagram account yenye ana like picha za madem wenye. Thank you mwenye ametuma Queen. Thank you Queen for the gift. So but then wamekaa naye for 5 years. So I don't know. Hey, 5 years. So hiyo mazee ni ngumu ku advise mtu. But then if I do think, because hizi vitu when you get something, tuseme if umegundua there's something going on with your partner, I usually think the best way is to approach your partner and talk about that issue instead of, kuificha, ikuhurt, because the earlier it is addressed, the better. Yeah. So usingoje, if there's something yenye inaendelea, usingoje iende for so long, because unaona wamekaa 5 years na huyu mtu anaona porn sana. Maybe alikuwa anaona porn kutoka kitambo. Hii ni kitu yenye hatujui. So but then I think kama anaweza kaa na yeye aongee na huyu mtu waelewane, because pia there's a reason maybe anaenda kwa porn sites, maybe atoshelezwi pale kitandani ama something, or whatever is happening, yeah. So liking other women's photos pale Instagram, I don't think there's a problem, so long as hiyo ni kitu yenye maybe kama ikupendezi. Most men do these things, but then kama ikupendezi pia ni vizuri unaongea na yeye, and then umwambie I don't like this, yeah. Kasmall Katabi, karibuni. Welcome everyone, by the way. Tap on the screen. Asante sana mamshi, karibu. So this is another confession. So hizi confession zote nimetumiwa inbox. So ni mingi. So I'm sampling zile zenye ni short zenye naweza advice mtu. And then pia kama unaweza sikiza ingine na wewe upeane advice, najua kuna wenye wametuma wana follow hapa, so they can also be able to get. So this is another one. Hii ni kubwa kidogo. I'm in a serious relationship for 2 years, and recently I started to fancy someone else. I love my partner with my whole heart, and I don't want to end or damage my relationship with him. But I can't seem to stop looking at my friend differently. We are not so close, but we started to spend more time together recently. I feel so happy around him. He makes me laugh. He's not my type, but there's something different about him. I told my friends about how I feel, and they guessed who I was talking about before I even told them. They said that he acts close to them as well. They said that he sometimes flirts with me. I felt that before too, but I wasn't quite sure. But he acts so cold to me, sometimes and then comes and flirts with me. I feel so guilty for liking him. I told my boyfriend that I liked being around him as a friend, but I know it is a little more than that. I don't know what to do, and he has a girlfriend too. I can't stop thinking about him. He acts like he feels the same about me, but then he acts like he doesn't know me. I am clear that I don't want to risk my relationship, but I can't seem to shake this feeling off me. Hey, kindly advise. I think tulikuwa tunaongelea issue juzi mahali kwa live fulani whereby we were talking about if you are in a relationship, we don't want you to have a male friend. Yeah? Because already umeanza kusabotage your relationship. The moment you begin having a male friend, there's something, and then mnaanza kufeel ni kama there's something going on. Jua huyu jamaa, unajua what happens most of the time, and ladies don't see this coming, is that this guy kabla ujalala na yeye, yeah, anaonekana mpoa sana, but then once you sleep with that man, things will change. That's when you realize his true character. Yeah. So Cindy, Babosa, Eunice, Daisy, karibuni sana. So huyu already ako in a serious relationship for 2 years, but then ashaanza tena kufancy mtu mwingine. So the thing is, next time we invite her kwa live tumchambue. I mentioned that wakanirusha mawe. So anyway, these confessions, most of them zinakuanga anonymous. Niko na site yenye iko anonymous whereby you can send your confessions. Kuna wala hawataki kujulikana kabisa, so hizi ni zile zinatoka hapo. But then kuna zile pia za TikTok watu wanatuma ama WhatsApp, so hizo I usually post them kwa video. So I take a video ama I screenshot and share them as they are. But then hii ni ile anonymous. Sijui nani anatuma basically. Kuna wenye najua wengine wako hapo wana watch, yeah. But then kama wako hapo ana watch, thank you Joyce. Alituma kwa nini? Okay, no. The thing is, hii relation, kama in a serious relationship, you are going to sabotage it. The thing is, you can't be having male friends if you are in a relationship. The thing is, this guy is going to smash and go. It's going to smash and go. Yeah. So kuna ingine hapa lakini ni kubwa, so I'm not going to read it. Let me read this one. My boyfriend and I have been together since we were in high school. Almost a decade later, we have never been able to move into our own place together, and due to economic circumstances, we still live with our parents. Yeah, I know, kinder pathetic, and I believe it or not, we have never had the chance to be alone together for an overnight session, meaning we've never had sex. Kwani mko how old nyinyi? We both want it, but we just can't get the alone time we want or need. I am going crazy. All I want is for him to fuck me into oblivion. I can't satisfy myself anymore despite having toys. Hizi vitu mazee zinakaa movies, lakini acha tu nisome. I need the intimacy that only my boyfriend can give me. I want him to pin me down and just go balls deep to pound my pussy. Hey, I don't know if kama nyinyi ni boyfriend and girlfriend, because you have been friends, you have been together since high school, almost a decade later, na hamjawahi fanya nini, hamjawahi kutana, hamjawahi have sex, you live your parents, so mazee hiyo ni ngumu. I don't think you are in a relationship basically, but then the thing that maybe the circumstances don't allow. If you really want to have this sex so badly, and I know it's very hard for men to be in a relationship yenye a relationship yenye hakuna sex. Mazee, hii ndio the first relationship yenye nimeona watu wako hawana. But basically I think ni environment yenye ni wrong. But then I think the man, you can talk to that guy. Atafuta hata kama ni do kidogo, amuenda nje mjienjoy. Maybe I don't know age yenye mko, but then ndio uniandikie hizi vitu. I think you are in your 20s hapa katikati. Mtafute ka place hata kama ni ka Airbnb, yeah. I don't know what you think about that. So, kuna ingine hapa, kuna confession ingine hapa, wacha nisome. My partner still talks to his ex from 2020. The girl messaged him about becoming a social media model or content creator. For over 2 hours, he couldn't stop talking about it because he thinks it's not a good idea. He is so serious and angry that when I try talking, he objects. So I just let him talk and I listened as it might be what he needed. He didn't tell his ex about it, though that's during when I was with him. Don't know if he did later that day. I understand he cares as you good for a friend, but might be might be too much. So hiyo nafikiria shida yake ni venye watu kuongea na mtu iko but then I don't think if you have someone, if you are in a relationship with someone, si vizuri tena kukua in contact with your ex, yeah, in any manner. It doesn't make sense because it also kind of erodes the trust you have for your partner. Yeah, na ni ngumu mtu kuanza kukutrust if you are still maintaining ties with your ex. Kama mlishamalizana, it's really good to move on despite the fact that maybe alikuwa anajaribu maybe ku get advice from you on what to do, but then when amesema they still talk, yeah. So from 2020 hiyo sasa iko 2024 na huyo ex alikuwa from 2020, so it means that they are still talking. So it's good to confront, and then if people get defensive, ukiconfront mtu about their ex or something and they get defensive, huyo ni mtu wa kuhepa mbio sana. Huyo ni mtu mwenye they don't take accountability, they are not responsible for their actions, yeah. So mtu yeyote akianza ku get defensive, jua they are likely to manipulate you. So hepa huyo mtu. So hiyo ni mtu. So here is another. I have some resentment towards my husband for being obsessed with oral sex. I feel like it's not good honoring. Hey, ni mpya, so sijui. Hakuna kitu, I don't attack advice in confession tu. Hakuna kitu yoyote anataka. So yeye ana resent like the husband is obsessed with oral sex, yeah. So na yeye ni kama imbambi, yeah. Kuna ingine hapa kubwa, I'm not going to read in paragraphs mingi. So there's another one. Don't touch me, karibu sana. I've been enjoying making my boyfriend jealous, yeah. Telling him other guys have been paying attention to me, etc. I try to suppress it, but sometimes I just getting annoyed by his late replies, often when he's replying a day later. I don't know how to get rid of this toxic trait. I feel it feels satisfying. Right now, I've been ignoring him for about a day, and some sick side of me is hoping it will make him want me more. Maybe I need therapy. Kindly advise. Venye tu umesema hapo mwisho, maybe you need therapy, I think you might want therapy. Karibu sana Carol, Auma, Flozi, karibu. So you are trying to make your boyfriend jealous. The thing is, maybe you have not told your boyfriend how you want him to treat you. Kuna wale watu communication yao, maybe they think texting you once or twice a day is enough. Na kuna wale they want to text you every day. So kila mtu ni different. That's why wakati tunasema unaingia kwa relationship na mtu, synchronization ya hizi vitu ni poa sana, especially communication, because hiyo inakuanga ndio shida kubwa kwa communication hapo, because men and women communicate differently. So if you are not in the same wavelength ya communication inakuwa ni ngumu, because unaweza fikiria I'm ignoring you when in fact for me nikicommunicate good morning, how are you, hope you had a good night, enjoy your day, that's okay. Kwa mtu mwingine inaweza kuwa hiyo ni kama sio poa. So I think hiyo sense of kind of ina bring the insecurity in you because maybe anaonekana ni kama akutaki ama is not giving you attention, but that the thing is, talk to him. Is a person is going to, but then if they can't understand also, inaweza kuwa maybe you are not the right person for you are not the right for one another, you are not right for one another, yeah. So kuna ingine hapa, Christ my love, karibu. Pia guys, tap kwa screen pale tupe likes. So here is another confession. I heard he's dating someone new. Good for him. He always told me how I made him a better person. I'm glad someone can enjoy what I made him into. He made me worse. Getting assaulted will do that to a person. I have the evidence. It would be so easy to tell his friends and family to watch his support group crumble to dust. I fantasize about it, but there's still some wounded little part of me that cares about him, that doesn't want to hurt him despite everything. How pathetic. I hate being the bigger person. Kindly advice. Amina, Patricia, Lydia, karibuni sana. Tap the screen if you can. So huyu mtu yeye alijenga boyfriend kulingana na venye anasema. He helped build this guy, but then this guy was kind of assaulting him. So they kind of broke up. Waka break up. So saa hii jamaa ameanza kudate a new girlfriend. So this ex ni kama anafuatilia maisha ya huyu jamaa because he assaulted him. So hiyo part ni kama inamuuma na anataka kupata revenge. In a way ni kama anataka kupata revenge, but then at the same time he still cares for this man. Unajua sasa madem, you can't be on the fence. Mazee kitu madem, emotions, you can't be on the fence. It's either you want this guy or you don't want this guy. Don't send confusing signals. So if you have moved on, move on completely, because if there are feelings zenye zina bado uko nazo for that guy, zina kuhold back to moving, yeah. Because when you get into a relationship, there are things that there is no assurance that everything is going to be okay, yeah. Unaweza enda ukiwa vizuri utoke kama uko mangled, yani uko destroyed. Unaweza ingia kama uko destroyed utoke kama uko fit, ama ukae kama uko fit. So hizo ni vitu zenye ziko. So my advice to juu wewe umeamua kuwa bigger person, you can be a bigger person and move on because akona mtu mpya saa hivi venye umesema ashapata kajamaa kadem kampya, which is okay for him, I think, yeah. So move on. But then kama unataka revenge pia ni poa, uende maybe umesema uko na evidence, you can go pia kama ni polisi ama wherever you go, because kama alikuwa sold na uko na evidence na hiyo kitu imekuwa maybe it's a big scam or something, kindly do that, yeah. Hizi confessions ni kubwa zingine, siwezi soma hizo kubwa, I read the small ones, yeah, ama zenye naona zenye ni urgent. Maria karibu sana. Karis karibu, mtap kwa screen tafadhali. Na pia kama uko na question about this confession, some comment, kindly leave it there, yeah? So I'm in a committed relationship and it has been 2 years. I love my boyfriend, but I started to have feelings for another guy. Hii story inakaa similar again na tumesoma. He is my friend. We are not so close friends. He was acting close to me. He was touching me constantly, so I thought he might have feelings for me too. He has a girlfriend too. We have this different kind of chemistry, but I love my boyfriend and I don't want to risk my relationship with him. As I said, he was acting close, but then it stopped. Now he just acts normal around me. He is distant. I can't understand what happened. I just want to know that if he likes me or not. I will not leave my boyfriend for him, but I'm just curious. I will forget about him. It's just he smiles different. It's just he smiles differently when he sees me. He sees me. His eyes shine. I think we have different connection, but we will never find out. Karibu Willy. Madem mazee, hizi sijui ni nini hizi mnasema. Ndio nasema ukiwa kama uko kwa nyumba, kaa kwa nyumba. Kama uko nje, ukae kwa nje. Yeah, because you are confused, you are sending mixed signals, you don't know where you stand. Unasema you are in a committed relationship for 2 years. But then pia kajama, you are concerned about this guy mwenye unasema you don't want to, but then you are curious. Curiosity kills the cat. We have always known that. Sasa ukijua ufanye nini? What will that help you? Will that help you if ukijua anakupenda ama they are feeling well about you? What will you do? Will you move in with him? Will you, because you have already declared you don't want to leave your boyfriend, that you are just curiosity killed the cat. Ndio nasema kama umeamua uko na huyu, achana na hao wengine. Kwan boy, Sheyen, karibuni sana. So mazee, msitume mixed signals. Kama uko kwa relationship, stay kwa relationship. Kama kuna mtu juu umesema you are curious, achana na curiosity. Achana na curiosity. This is another confession. Hii ni kidogo, I think. I did bad with my mom. I destroyed her beauty parlor and I sabotaged her wedding plan because she wasn't loyal to me. Sijui kama mmeelewa hiyo. I did bad with my mom. I destroyed her beauty parlor and I sabotaged her wedding plan because she wasn't loyal to me. Yes, yelewi. Kwani you want your mom to be loyal to you? How? Anyway, hiyo tutaiacha hiyo labda kama utai-reframe utuambie the context ni vizuri, but then for now. So ndio hii ingine, my boyfriend cheated on me recently. He admitted that he did it out of selfishness and that I was pushing him away. This was during my grandfather passing and he was like my second father. He said otherwise nothing. He said otherwise nothing I did contributed to his action, and that at first it was cause he liked the attention he was getting. Then he got annoyed with her because of how she started to treat him. We have been trying to get through it via separate and together, but I'm starting to feel like I want to get payback. I'm angry and hurt very much, still for obvious reasons, and aside from the cheating, our real has and still is amazing. We almost never argue, we communicate. Anything he could want out of me, I give, and vice versa. What should I do? Now let me say this, and I think I've talked about this before. When it comes to cheating, you have to have boundaries, yeah, as a woman, because most of the time people will get cheated on and try to take it as women, yeah. So that's where we say it's either you decide mimi nakubalingi cheating, I'm okay with it, or I don't really want it. So you can't be both, yeah. So kama unaona wewe you don't have a problem with cheating, stay with him. But then if you have a problem with cheating, mtu akikucheat, hiyo iko ndio boundary, you move, yeah. I know you want to get revenge. Hiyo revenge is you poor basically juu you feel mtu maybe amekutumia, yeah, in quotes, mtu amekutumia, and maybe you are not that useful to them, yeah, so you are not valuable to them, yeah, na hiyo kitu ina hurt as hell. So I can feel you, So if you feel that it's not working for you, just leave. As simple as that. Hizi vitu zingine mingi tuna complicate. Tuachie hapo. Hii ingine ni kubwa. Hii ni paragraph 200. Wacha niachane nayo. So I have a crush on someone. I'm not supposed to person A, and is not supposed to like me too. So I have a crush on someone I'm not supposed, and is not supposed to like me too. So you are not supposed to like each other. It's not because they are with someone, it's just that the circumstances are such and we are not related. I had a crush on this person a few years back, then eventually I liked another person because this other person was closer to my age and we talked more. And the first person showed no interest in me whatsoever. Yeah? And I eventually started dating after a few years of being friends with person A, and the first one doesn't know it yet. Lately, it's almost as if the first crush has been trying to get closer to me. Sometimes he makes excuses just to be around me or talk to me. I'm closer to his age now to excuse me. I think I'm starting to have feelings for him again, and I think he's getting suspicious that I'm dating, and he's hurting also. The thing is, these two, person A and person B, are siblings. Shit. I'm a piece of shit. Exactly, you are a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit. What? So, you are dating, you have a crush on siblings. So you are dating one, and now the other one is coming and you want to date. What are you saying? Ndio nasema madem tusichanganyikiwe. Hii ni sijui nini inaendelea. Hizi emotions ni kama zina run wild. Yeah? So let's not as you have said, you are a piece of shit, which is okay. So you are dating someone that you like or you don't like because you have a crush on the other person. Anyway, don't go for the crush. Don't go for the crush because crush ni wale watu when you are crushing on someone, maybe try to demystify this one. When you are crushing on someone, it's basically because of the picture the mental picture you have built in your mind about that person. Yeah? Umeona mtu build your own perfect picture about that person. So when you finally meet that person, utagundua the picture you have in mind, when you compare it with the person now in real life, they are totally different things. So ndio unapatanga, ndio unaambiwa wakati una crush ya mtu maze, achana hiyo kitu, achana mtu akwe crush, because the moment you smash hiyo nini inaishanga. Yeah? Once you pop the cherry, the magic is gone. So crush ni crush. Yeah? They are a crush basically because of the mental picture yenye umecreate, not because of who they are. No, haujawa meet, let's say hauja interact na wao wajue on a personal level. When you meet a person, mukikaa na mtu ndio unajua mtu vizuri. But then now when you idolize this person, you begin building your own picture of that person. So finally when you meet unagundua, huyu mtu sio mtu mwenye nilikuwa nadhani. Yeah, that's why even when in relation advice watu ni vizuri kujuana na watu kwa ground kidogo. At least ujue, because when you get to be with a stranger, things turn around very quickly. Unagundua this is not the person I want. Yeah? So I think hapo nimekujibu. Don't be a piece of shit. And his confession ni mingi mpaka nimeanza kutoka macho. Lakini wacha tuendelee. I have a few minutes there. Me and my girlfriend are both 20. Muko 20. And we have been together for about 2 years now. We also live together. In the beginning of the year, our relationship was very sexual. Yeah, you are young. The only thing you can think of is sex. Hiyo ni kitu ya kawaida when you are young. Especially at night, we could always make out and touch each other. And there was a good month or two where we had sex about every night. Hey, I miss that. We had so much sex in the start. Now we have sex maybe once in a month, if that. And we only do peck kisses, and even that is rare. I'm starting to feel like I'm living with just a friend. She says she just isn't craving sex anymore, and she's just never in the mood. I jack off a lot now, and I always imagine being with other women. I'm 20, and the sexual stuff is pretty important at this time. It is hard to just lay next to them at night and having to play on our phones until we sleep. I'd rather bang it out real quick than go back to phones. I can sense the end of our relationship coming, and it's scaring me. Kindly advise. You are 20, both of you muko 20. Mmesema mlikuwa mnanyanduana vibaya sana, and you are living together. That's the worst thing you can do as a 20-year-old mazee. Unaishiaje na another 20-year-old at 20? What are you doing out of your parents' homes? Yeah? Because now, unajua mshakuwa exposed to the world of sexuality so much that is the only thing you think. Now, the more you stay with someone, the more sex you have, it gets boring. Yeah? This happens in marriage. That's why you should not marry early enough, especially if you are 2018. Yeah? And now when you are in your 20s, it's very hard to concentrate on other things, basically because you are beginning to experience life. Yeah? So when you begin to settle down as a man, especially as a man at 20, there's a lot that you need to learn in life before you can be able to settle down. And it's not advisable from my own perspective to settle down with a woman of your age. Yeah? And especially when you don't have anything going on for you. So I am very young. So the thing is, I can say that it's good to move out, give each other space. Miss each other, because staying together is not going to give you the space to be able to miss one another. Because ile magic inaendanga ikipotea the more you spend time together. So if tuseme mkiwa, what makes a relationship ikuwe na ile sparkle ni ile moment mnamiss one another. Yeah? The moment mnaanza kuzoeana as a sister and a brother, that floats away, that's gone. Yeah, that's gone. So move out. Kama uko na place ya kwenda, kama ni home ama nini, because at 20 you can go, unaweza kaa ama unaweza komboka place mkae, kila mtu akae mbali mbali. And then that distance is going to bring back that spark. Hiyo ndio kitu yenye najua. I might be wrong, but then that's what I know. Yeah? But then most importantly, as a man in your 20s, fikiria, you have to think more about other things than sex every night. Yeah, of course I know maybe you're not gonna end marrying this girl because already mnaona nini zishaanza kukama. Yeah, but then try going apart kidogo. That is staying apart from one another. Maybe you meet once in a week or twice a week. At least kila mtu afanye vitu zake kwanza, yeah? Muendelee, because you are individual. Sasa ndio mnajibuild. So mkikaa pamoja, you are not going to build one another. Trust me, you are not going to chase your goals. You are not going to prosper as a man, because a man is his purpose. Yeah? So sasa uko ile stage ya explore things, you need to do that. Yeah? So I think amefanya hiyo. So I think tuende ingine, wacha nione is so yes, another confession. The reason why I felt like you cheated on me wasn't because I genuinely felt like you did something physical with them, but somehow I still felt betrayed. I had trusted you with talking with them at late hours during the night. I didn't even bring it up. I trusted that you staying up just talking to a friend wasn't anything more than that. I put aside my feelings of jealousy because I wanted to put you above that. And I thought you finally opening up to people would help you in the long run. That it would help take some weight off my chest. That I would focus more on the relationship instead of your well-being. That it could help us get better. When I heard he didn't even know we were dating, I felt betrayed. How could you not have brought it up? Already nishajua hii story inaenda wapi, sitaki kusoma sana because ni refu. But then what comes up in the end you told me white lies that you were just breaking up with me because you weren't good enough. You needed to work on yourself. But I knew it was something because you liked someone else. That you liked him, that singing feeling in my stomach was still there, yeah? Because none of that was fair. So huyu ni mtu analia tu, haka jamaa ni kasimp. How can you leave your woman naongea na jamaa mwingine usiku? During late night wanaongea for hours. Maze, you lost this woman quite early because what I know with women, wale wenye nimeweza kuinteract na wao, if you give a woman the chance to sit on your head, kukalia chapati they will. And once they realize you are that kind of man, then they will move on. Yeah, they will move already. Wataacha hiyo relation, utakuwa kwa hiyo relationship alone. So I think this is what is going on. Hiyo relation ilienda mapema. Ni ile sasa wewe ulikaa hapo like a lambistic man, yeah? So red signs, hizi red flags you kuwa maze. Sijui mbona watu hawazionangi. Red flags you kuwa ni kubwa sana. So usipokuwa rada, ukiona hii ujinga, you have to address it early enough. Yeah? Juu ikigrow mizizi, there is nothing you can do. So if you don't address, if someone is talking at night, ama mtu yeyote, kuna mtu anaongeleshanga for hours, na this person is not their mother or their father or their sister, why should they be doing that? You should be able to, especially at night. At night, hiyo ni time yenye mnaongelea vitu zenyu, especially kama a couple. Mna strategize where you are about to go, what you want to build in the future, how you want your family to be, how your work should be able to be. That's the time when you work on your goals as a couple, you discuss those plans. So, but then kama anaongea na anatake hiyo time kuongea na mtu, na huyo mtu sio wewe, na wewe uko kwa nyumba. Shit. Tatuone hii. I have a crush at you, but you didn't even know that I exist. How long should I wait for you? I hope huyu mtu aongelee kunihusu. Aongelee, hope you can see me. Alafu ameweka initials. Anyway, I don't, kama uko na crush na mtu maze mtext. Achana hizi vitu mtext. Namba yangu iko pale kwa bio. Kama ni mimi ni text tuongee. Hizi vitu zingine anonymous messages. How would I know? And I hope you can see me. Tusiko hivyo maze. Here is another confession. I'm no longer interested in the girl I'm dating. Wow, bad news. We've been together for over a year and we live together. I love having her around, but I just don't feel in love at all. I can't picture romantic ideas with her, in them or getting married or having kids with her. I always picture other women. She's honestly a great person, but it's to a point where I don't even want to kiss her. Ooh. I wipe my mouth after after because it feels wrong. I feel so guilty, but I can't help it. And every time we've gotten close to breaking up, she cries, and I feel too guilty. I feel terrible, but I just can't help it. I wish I never got with her to start. If I could go back, I honestly would. We've had a lot of fun and made memories, but I just don't feel a spark at all. I don't know what to do. Kindly help. Wee! Hizi vitu sasa, it's usually straight. Unajua kuna ile answer mimi hukuwa nayo tukiwa kwa therapy. When someone comes, when we are in our therapy sessions, hizi ni vitu zenyewe. Unajua, that's why mi husema common sense is not that common nowadays. Because mimi nakuwa na quote moja yenye nasema hivi, is there something wrong? Yes. Is there something you can do about it? Yes. Then what are you worried about? What are you worried about? And on the other side, is there something wrong? Yes. Is there something you can do about it? No. Then why are you worried? So, huyu anasema they are no longer interested in the girl they are dating. Yani imefika mpaka point yenye hata kumkiss ni shida. Sincerely karibu. So, ikifika hiyo point, you are going nowhere. Already yani ishafika point yenye utaki kuenda. And this girl, ukitaka every time unataka kubreak up, analia, unaanza kufeel guilty. As a man, kitu yenye najua, because now wewe ndio umeleta hii story. Taking action. Yeah, we are known for our actions. Yeah, so kama kitu yenye imekufika kwa core, be honest with this person, mwambie mimi na feel this thing. Of course they will cry and they will feel guilty, but then for how long utashikilia hapo ukikaa na kitu yenye inakuumiza for how long? Yeah, so you have to ask yourself that way. So kaa na huyu msichana chini, mwambie mazee, I don't feel like this is the reason, this is the reason, this is that. Of course people are not going to understand because feelings are like that. Emotions ni vitu zenye they don't understand. Yeah, sio kitu yenye inaweza reason. No. Emotion sio kitu ya ku reason, ni kitu yenye it just behaves on its own. It has a life on its own. So kana yeye mwambie this is what is going on, badala to waste time, badala we get hurting each other for the long term, wacha mimi niende. Yeah, and that will be hiyo crime itaisha. Kuna confession nyingine, hii ni kubwa kwa zote, hii iko na kama page 2. Kuna nyingine ndogo, let's go to this. So hizi confessions, kama na wewe ukisikia nasoma, and then kama uko na maybe kitu yenye unaweza advice, leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment. Because it's recorded, kuna mtu, I usually download it and I send it to wherever kuna platform. So kuna ingine hapa, zipi karibu, have been with my lover boy since December. Okay, lover boy. So I think it's safe to say that I love him. But whenever we are in an argument over something I've done, it's always so hard for me to take the criticism. And I just work through it. He calls me out on all of my shit, which is very new for me, and I love it. And it scares the shit out of me. Please help. I really love him and I don't want to lose him. So first of all, Amasi Ladies Collection, Zaituni, karibuni sana. So, huyu mtu umesema you love this boy since December, na tuanzie hapa juu. The thing umezoea kukua in a relationship with men who don't hold you accountable. Yeah, when you do something wrong, they don't hold you accountable. That's why sahi umepata mtu, that's why it's feeling kind of out of place. Yani you can't take criticism because hujazoea. Hii ni kitu mpya kwako, so it's scaring the shit out of you. So you kind of have to get used to this, because if you get the man who understands himself, Yeah, ukipata jamaa mwenye anajielewa, ukifanya ujinga, know this women, if you are listening ladies, if you get a man mwenye wakati unafanya ujinga ama shit, it doesn't question you, it doesn't ask you to take responsibility or be accountable, run away. Yeah, because you won't stay there for the long time, uwezi. Yeah, so I'm glad that umepata mtu mwenye anakucall out on your shit. And these are it's of course hii kitu inaumanga, especially if you are not used to it, but then you'll have to learn. Kitu mzuri na body, I'm in the fitness, hii kitu niko kwa gym, so one thing I know about the body and the human mind, kuna ile kitu tunaitanga adaptation. The body can adapt anything you give it. Giving it time, ukipea time inaweza anza kuzoea kitu. So kama kuna mtu anakuambia vitu zenye zinakubodha ama ile criticism ama ni inafikanga time inakuwa ni okay, you take that criticism positively, because this person, it's not out of a bad angle anakuambia, they are telling you this because they want the best for you. Yeah, so wakati mtu anakukriticize na wewe you are in the wrong, these people don't have anything against you. Most of the time they are calling you out of your shit so that you can be a better person. So ukipata a man who does that to you is a man who want to go mbali na wewe, yani mnataka kuenda pamoja mahali, na pia anataka ukue a better person, because if you can't be accountable, if you can't be held accountable for your small bullshit, you are going to do vitu zenye ni kubwa zenye zitawaruin in the. So ni vizuri, venye nimesema ni vizuri kukata hiyo mizizi mapema, na ni vizuri umepata mtu mwenye ana point hizi vitu out. So I think that's so kitu ni ile, if you really love him, take that criticism. Inaanza kusound hivi in the first few days, but then with the time itakuwa ni kitu yenye you look forward to, you want to. Ukifanya ujinga, you know leo nitaambiwa venye iko, and that's the best thing I think. So there is another confession here. I have a girlfriend and this is the first time a year ago, and sometimes I feel like she's a good lifelong partner, but I always wish I could have dated cute girls and went on dates and showed girls to my parents. I never got that experience. And when I see cute girls in public, I imagine myself dating them. Just today, my brother's girlfriend had her friend over, and her friend was kinda cute, and I wanted to flirt with her. It sucks because I know I'm a good-looking guy, and to be tied down at 20 stresses me out. Uko 20, easily, you are worried for nothing. Thanks Zaituni for liking the live, and Angie. You are 20 na una stressika. Mazee ni nini? Venye hujakuwa na experience. So if this is your first girlfriend, most likely hautaenda up na yeye. So usikuwe na pressure mazee. Usikuwe na pressure. The more as time goes on, kitu ni ile utagundua, you'll realize your taste is going to change, kulingana na your experience, kulingana na circumstances. Na pia this girl, unaweza gundua hata yeye pia juu ni young, bado maybe ana experience na wewe. So usikuwe na pressure sana mazee. Usikuwe na pressure, hiyo ni vitu za kupita. 20, because you don't have so much, let's say hujapitia sana enough to know what you really want, yeah. So saa hii una feel ni kama uko trapped, but then at the end of the day hiyo trap itapita, yeah. You are going to feel it going, because hizi vitu you happen when you are young and inexperienced. You think the world is that small, but then as time goes unagundua maybe even the girl doesn't want to be with you. Unagundua pia hata wewe umeanza kuexplore other options. That's life man. So utapita hapo na utaenda. So usishtuke sana, hizo vitu zitaenda zikipita. So another confession is here. So ukiona kitu yenye unaweza rusha hapo pia asikie ni sawa. In high school I was a loser. Everyone who was a loser. Most people are losers in high school. But one day, while I was eating lunch in some corner, this cute girl asked if she could sit with me. We talked and exchanged numbers. We then texted all the time. I was so cool and I was really liking her. I would get butterflies when I'd see her messages. She asked me to meet her at her house one day to watch movies. Okay, right, nice. I showed up and all her friends were there and they all started laughing at me and calling me names. Allah. I went home so upset and asked her why she did this, and she said that she bet her friends she could get the weird kid to like her. Wow! Flash forward 10 years and her mom works for me and tells me how miserable her daughter's life is and how she has no job. Karma. I asked her mom if she wanted I'd hire her daughter. That's going to be fun if it happens. Her mom has no clue what happened between us. In revenge loading. Most men, when they are in high school, they are losers. Yeah. Because let's say most men, they become more valuable as time goes by. So as they grow, they become more handsome, they become more valuable, they become more experienced, because that's how a man's life is, unlike a lady's or a woman's life. A woman's life, beauty yake inaanza kuonekana mapema. Akifika adolescence, her beauty begins, blossoming, coming out. So she's attracting all this time, as in she's in the limelight. But then jamaa anaanza kuonekana, even let's say late 20s, 30s, then unapata umeanza kujijenga. That's when you are confident. That's where ile sura yako imeanza kujionyesha. Maybe uko na beard, maybe uko na confidence, sauti imekam. Maybe you are chola, umejua kuvaa. So maybe umeenda gym na kafiti, maybe you have some money. So the value of a man increases with time. So I don't know if you want to I can only hope the best for her. So here's another. I'm dating a girl I'm just not attracted to. Hey, you are dating someone you are not attracted. She's on the behavior side. 25 is to be exact. And dating, okay. And dating someone who outweighs me is just odd. Huyu dem wako almost 100 kgs. Yeah. And her personality is strange too. She wants to drink, smoke, and party and get tattoos. I don't like any of that. She even has people on her life that are fake and she lets them control her. When I see other girls, I wish I could be with them. But I'm already in this relationship and comfortable. Having to restart would be nearly impossible. And the thought of my current girlfriend being with other guys is what keeps me with her. We are each other's first, so the thought of another guy doing stuff with her keeps me from breaking up with her. But I secretly hope we can move on from each other and I can be with my true love, wherever it might be. Naomi Kiraba, user karibuni nyote, tap on the screen if you can. So pia ukisikia confession, if you have something yenye unaza advise mtu, because I'm reading confessions zenye natumiwanga, zenye sisomangi sana, pia comment kindly. Pia unaza tap, una like our like. Hizi confessions, sijui watu wenye wanazituma hapa ni kama ni watoto. Wengi nikiangalia vizuri naona ni watu wa very young. Juu vitu zenye wanaongea ni kama hawana experience ya life. So some of them are very ignorant. and I think it's because maybe they don't have that much experience. So kama huyu venye amesema ana date mtu mwenye yuko attracted to, pia ni mtu wako overweight na ni mtu mwenye tabia yake ni mbovu, lakini pia hataki kumwacha juu anafikiria au ana imagine venye majamaa wengine wataenda kumpiga stick, anasema hapana, hawezi taka. But then pia ana in secret anataka kukua na mtu mwingine mwenye anapenda, which is to me I don't know, hiyo I think ni kukosa experience, because anasema ni mtu wake wa kwanza. So I think for them, given time ndio tu itatell, because this is not going to go far, because the lady already the things she's doing, mwishowe ata move on, acha kajamaa, because at the first time ayuko attracted to her. So and then the lady pia ni kama ayuko attracted to him, because she's also doing other things. Anapenda kuenda kwa party, kusmoke, kudrink, kuget tattoo, kuenda my friends. So that's not typical behavior yenye ina keep mtu around. Yeah, Rosie, karibu. So this is another confession. So nafikiria ni ya watu wakubwa, at least tunapata mtu mwenye ni mkubwa kidogo. My wife said to me, "Honey, I promise you I'll always be completely honest and open in our communication. It is so important to a perfect relationship. I want you to be happy." Hawa watu wameamua kujenga leo. So when you told me all your girlfriends and first wife cheated on you, I thought how perfectly honest and open you are for trusting me to know about you. I'm not asking you to change for me. So I promise to cheat on you too. Honey, we are just going to be completely perfect for each other. Hey, hiyo nayo imenipita hata mimi. Sijui kama umeelewa kitu. Alimwambia kajamaa kaliope na kwa wife yake, kamwambia that the girlfriend cheated. Mazee jamaa, kuna vitu zingine tunaambia madem zenye hatufai ku open up, because we lose our value in the eyes of these women. So if a woman sees you as a loser, then there's no point of them being with you. The reason a woman comes to you is because she thinks you have got your shit together, yeah, first of all, and then you kind of are a leader. So wakati unaanza kumwambia, my wife cheated on me, also all my girlfriends cheated on me, it means, or it simplifies basically that you are a loser, and that's what you did. So we will open up, ukaanza mambo ya communication. As much as women want open communication and honesty, they don't appreciate it. Yeah, so kuna zile vitu unafaa kuwa, kuna zingine you just keep to yourself. So hii ni wewe ulijiwekea, usiambie mtu yote. Kuna confession nyingi. Hizi confessions sijui nitazisoma siku moja, because they are very very, what the hell is going on? Guys, kindly mtap at least hii nini, mtap on the screen. Hao watu wanataka kunitoa live juu we are not that active. So kindly ukijoin, Favored, Maureen, Lesia, tap on the screen. Let's be active at least. Hii nini wasifunge hii live juu wameniambia we are not that active. Yeah, kindly. So let's go to another one. Hizi vitu huyu ni kama histaki kuongea juu, ni kama ana fantasize juu anasema sometime. Okay, wacha niachana na hiyo. So kuna hii, I have fear I'm not good enough for my boyfriend. I seem to always be the one who wants sex, and he always says he's not in the mood. I found him chatting with girls before, saying he wanted a better sex life. When I give him everything and I never even get off when we are together. Over 30 been together. Okay, they have been together for 3 years. My fear is he will cheat on me or leave me when I have given up my life for him. Why would you want to give up your life for him? The thing is that you have issues. You have issues going on in your life, in your relationship. Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza. That's why maybe umeanza kususpect kitu yenye nafikiria, because umesema you fear that you are not good enough for your so your insecurity imeanza kukuhit, and that's normal to feel, because wakati maybe your partner is not feeling attracted to you or intimate, it's not getting intimate with you, inamaanisha kitu that maybe hawakufeel and that maybe you are not good enough. Yeah, so you have reason to worry. So already ushapata kichat na madem. Yeah, so confront that bastard manze, confront that bastard, muulize what's going on. Juu hizi vitu mnakaa kwa relationship bure, mnakaa kwa relationship tu. What are you doing kwa relationship? Na unaona things are not going on well, move on. If you can cut your losses early manze, mimi usema cut your losses early. Already umepata ana chat na wasichana akiwaambia he wanted a better sex life, inamaanisha umpei better sex life. Chia lady karibu, Terry the Queen karibu, like tap on the screen. Na pia juu tunasoma ma confession hapa, ukisikia confession yenye unaweza comment, yenye unaweza uliza swali, mazee uliza. Tuchanuana juu hizi vitu tunapitia huku nje. So hizi confessions ni zenye watu wananitumia, so nazisoma leo at least. Yeah. So ingine ndio hii, me and my ex have been on and off for 12 years. She's with someone. What? On and off for 12 years. She's with someone and I'm married. It's the last relationship before we both ended up with our partners. We have had 2 kids together and we recently been messing around and I got her pregnant with twins and she had an abortion. Then I had sex with her while she was still bleeding out. Hey, maze, hey. Hey, you are cold. That was 2 days before my girlfriend's birthday. And I ghosted my ex and now I haven't talked to her in 5 days. I'm so lost without her. We've been cheating our whole relationship with each other. Hey, me liars. So unataka nini exactly? Ma Paul karibu, Wanga, Chantel Mso, Athiambo Jacobs, welcome, tap on the screen. Pia ukiona mtu mwenye unaweza grab pale, Maria, mgrab, you like each other, follow, I always follow back, nikimaliza kila mtu wa usually follow back. So hawa ni liars, they have been cheating, they have been 12 on and off for 12 years mpaka wa pregnant wakapata twins while married. Nyinyi ni malaya, walai. Yeah, so I haven't talked to her. When do you ghost? Sasa unauliza ni, you have ghosted her for 5 days. What do you feel like? Oh, I'm so lost without her. Why don't you get back to each other again, yeah? Hizi confessions ni kubwa. Kuna mtu hapa ametuma pages. Hii inaweza tosha kitabu. Jaribu kwenda kwa point. Lucy karibu sana, mtap kwa screen at least kuonekana tuko active, yeah. So ndio hii another confession. So ukisikia confession yenyewe uko na kitu ya kuongea, unaweka comment hapo, ama unaweza kama hapa juu na kuala unaongea, una advice, yeah. So been seeing this guy for over 2 months and I go round his a lot till quite late. Okay. I go round his lot till sijaelewa hapo till 5 AM the next day. and we had sex and talked for a bit, and then he fell asleep. I was scratching his back and playing with his hair, really just playing with us, fingers not doing anything really, and he kept shoving me off and telling me to stop and that he had to sleep. I wasn't bothered that he was tired or sleeping. I felt that he was like little rude as he stopped talking and rolled over to go sleep. Normally, he drives me home and he knew I had to go home. I told him before I went round, but I just walked back instead. He didn't want to wake him up. I feel like I've done something bad. Should I feel like this? And should I message him? What should I say? I've never felt without a lift home or without saying goodbye. Karibuni Veronica Tarias Vanelli Mokeira. Kindly tap kwa show us some love. Amish karibu pia. Hizi confession kizungu pia sometimes inakuwa ni pia ni vizuri una type kashengo, weka kashengo hapo. Kizungu ilikuwa ngumu, kuna vitu zenye sijaelewa kwa hiyo confession because kizungu ilichapa mtu mahali kidogo. But then huyu alienda kwa jamaa akicheza maybe the guy was tired, yeah, maybe the guy was tired genuinely. So kuna ile time yenyewe, because hii pia let me say maybe from experience, because kuna ile time mazee umechoka. Kama mimi natokanga job, naingianga job 6 natoka job 9. Kuna time umechoka kabisa. Yenyewe hujaona mtu wako for long, but then maybe yeye anataka mkae for a long time na yeye. But then mazee, what you want, you just to sleep, yeah. So huyu kitu yenye maybe tunaweza mpea, ongea na mtu, mtext, yeah, mtext. There's no way to text a person. Hii ndio kitu, hizi ni communication, mtu mwenye umezoeana na yeye ainanga formula, yeah, ainanga formula. Thanks Amish for liking the live. Tabi karibu. So ainanga formula. So if you feel like you have done something bad maze, call the guy, muulize ako aje, jana kuliendaje, because he will tell. Kama amerest ako sawa, if there's a problem they will tell, yeah. It's as simple as that. Msicomplicate vitu. Mademu mnajua mna overthink vitu zingine ni very easy, yeah. Hii kama hii ni kitu yenye ni rahisi sana. Mimi sijaona shida kubwa hapo. Maybe alikuwa anataka tu kulala. Okay, ndio hii confession nyingine, wacha nikae vizuri. Is hate towards a person right? I've always told myself that hate is a strong word. Hate yenyewe, hate is a strong word. That one I can agree. Kuna watu wanajenga huko. I try and remind myself that they are loved by others, but I feel nothing but hate towards him. The things he has put me through is unfair. The amount of times I've cried, the amount of times I've forgiven and taken him back, or even tolerating being called all sorts of names. I'm a younger mother who grew up with neither of her parents, who she wants to love her kids, for them to grow up with both parents. But how is that possible when the person they love is the same person you hate? They see him as a hero and the best father, while I suffer from the pain and tolerate what he has done. I keep fighting for them. One day I'll be strong enough to say enough is enough. Hey, what should I do? Hapa ndio mimi usema I'm not qualified enough. I'm not qualified enough to handle some matters. Because as she's saying, I don't know. So this man, she hates this man, but also is the same man she loves. Kitu ni ile, this woman, this is the father of her 2 kids, and kama amemput through a lot. So Kitu iko hapa, yeye anataka familia. Juu watoto wanapenda huyu father sana. Mpaka sasa anaona if they go, the family will suffer. So kitu ni ile saa hii hajafika hiyo point yeye ya kutoka. But then mi husema hivi, if you think it's too much, just go. If you think it's too much, kindly guys continue liking our nini, tukue active ndio hii nini isikuliwe down. So don't stay for long if you think it's not working out. Kama umejaribu all you can na unaona you are going crazy, maze toka hapo. Toka hapo. Yeah? Toka hapo, it won't help you. Hata kama you can always work on co-parenting, yeah? Because if the father is good with the kids can always, the father can come around and see the kids. But then usikae place yenye you are dying slowly, because kuna relationships yenye ni toxic in a way that you are dying slowly as much as you want that to be a family, yeah? So and me usema big up kwa wale watu wenye ukuwa na confidence ya kulive relationships zenye zinawa diminish, zinawamaliza as a person, yeah? Unaona kuna mtu anaingia kwa relationship akiwa vizuri, but then inamnyonya mpaka anabaki ka kijiti. There are those people, I see them. So having the courage to live a relationship, manze, hiyo ni strength. When things are not working out, they are not working out. Kezia karibu sana, like our live. So here is another confession. Hii ni kidogo, wacha tuone. I'm in a toxic relationship and I constantly find myself daydreaming and fantasizing about my coworker. I feel terrible. Am I a terrible person? Hiyo anasema ako in a toxic relationship na kila time anapata akidaydream about a coworker. Mnaweza muambia aje? Nani anaweza muambia kitu? Amish, what can you say? Nas Kresi karibu na Nada karibu, Escarilo, welcome. So I think the reason why you are beginning kuanza kufantasize about your coworker, it's because at home the man who is supposed to make you safe or feel good is not working at home. That's why sahi you are looking for someone else mwenye atakukeep safe, where you will feel loved, and that's why, because your feelings kwa yule jamaa mwingine zimeisha, yeah? Sijui kama hujasema kama wewe ni demu ama jamaa. So the thing is, the person you are with right now is not giving you enough reasons for you to be with them. That's why you already mind yako ishatoka hapo, umeanza kuona mtu mwingine. But then mimi usema hivi, kama kuna watu hufai kusmash, yeah? Ni mtu mwenye mnafanya job na yeye na mtu mwenye mnaishi kwa same plot. Hao watu wawili. It's a no. Maybe for me, maybe for other people ni sawa, but then coworker, maze kama unataka ku lose your job, anza kusmash your coworker. Na kama hautaki peace in your plot, anza kusmash your plotmate. Hizo places mbili, because your home inafaa kuwa place unaenda ku relax. So ukianza ku get intimate na mtu mwenye unaishi karibu na yeye, hiyo peace itaisha mtu wako. Ukianza kudate mtu mnafanya kazi na yeye, fuck around, hizi vitu unapatanga ile, unajua hizi vitu ni zile things of the moment. Hii ni thrill, yeah? So utapata mash, mtu mmoja ako invested, mwingine alienda. So inaanza kuwa ni strained relationship. So even kuperform kazi inakuwa ni ngumu, interactions zinaanza kuwa awkward and so on, yeah? So kuna ingine hapa, my wife and I get really high on meth. Mnatoa meth wapi nyinyi watu? And we love fucking and sucking each other for days. It's amazing. Huyu tu anasema hakuna advice yenye anauliza, but then kitu yenye najua, maze meth itawamaliza. itawamaliza. Shalga karibu, Chris Brown Tumaini karibu. Meth, sijui kama tuko na meth, sijui mtu anatoka wapi anyway. Wherever you are confessing you are from, meth itakuharibu meno and then it's addictive, pia it's pricey. It's going to bankrupt you very quickly. So if you can get addicted to something else, jaribu hiyo mazi. Yeah. So kuna ingine hapa. I had my first kiss a year and 1 day ago at the age of 17. Kwani nyinyi mlikiss mapema? Mimi nilikiss hapa, sijui. It was the girl I had the biggest crush on in class 8 and even through high school. We were just friends, but she let me kiss her. Now we don't even speak. I miss her sometimes, even though she just kind of stopped talking to me. How can I go about it? Hey, yeah, imeisha. Kama mwaka ishaisha mazee na aliacha kukuongelesha, maybe ali move on mazee. Hizi vitu move on. Hiyo alikuwa crush. Kama ni mtu alikuwa kuja kwa maisha yako, atakam another time. But then saa hii 1 year ishapita, unafaa saa hii uko 18 years. Uko 18 years. Sasa 18 years, of course hiyo kitu inakusumbua juu of the purity. Na inaelewa juu conscience inakuanga hapo hujaharibika na mwenyewe, ndio maana maybe unataka because she was your kind of first love, yeah. So ndio maana inakusumbua. But then mazee, give yourself time, yeah. You'll get through over it. Sometimes you do, sometimes we live with the memories. Kitu ni ile what you do with the memories. So if you allow those memories to engulf you, then they will engulf you. But then if you allow those memories to be just memories, then you will be able to move on and find someone else. Because kama ameenda, they are not talking to you, it means they don't want you and you can't force some things, yeah. So kitu ya kuforce ndio shida. Nyari County, Winnie, karibu sana. Wacha tuone ingine. It makes me sad when I see photos of my friends with their partners. It's at the point where I can't even look at my pictures of them on social media. I know it seems selfish, but I'm so lonely that I get so sad when I see people together. Hey! I wish I didn't feel this way, but I can't help it. I want to be happy for them, but I can't be. And that's the worst part about it. I can't even say anything to them because I don't want them to have to censor their relationship just because I'm sad. Au yu mtu ako lonely na hata yeye angetaka at least. Mazee, this happens. Sio yeye peke yake, hii nayo naweza kubali. Sio yeye peke yake. Ukiona your friends wote wameko married successfully, maybe they are having kila mtu na mpoa wake, wanaenda maybe to shoot, they are okay. Wewe tu ndio kwa hiyo sako yako. Wewe ndio lonely, single and lonely. Mazee, hiyo kitu, of course, no matter how confident you are in yourself, inaanza kucheza na self esteem yako. Yeah? Because society kuna ile inaitwangwa perceived competition. We are always in competition with one another, hata kama hatujui, especially when we are in friends. Of course we support one another's growth. So when tuseme wewe peke yako ndio umebaki huku chini, inakuwa ni hard, yeah. Unaanza kufeel ni kama mazee, hata mimi vitu zingeniendea hivyo. So I feel you. But then kitu ni ile, hata wewe jipe time, utapata mtu wako. Shida ni ile sasa, I think your pressure sasa inaweza kufanya you get into a relationship or get married to someone that you don't want because of that. Mazee, I hope usi fall for that pressure. Kindly karibu Ravi, like our life kindly. So kwa wale watu wenye in such a kind of jeopardy, sijui nyinyi mnadilaje nayo, whereby all your friends they are in successful relationship, lakini wewe mazee, wewe vitu upati mpoa, mnafeel aje? Mary karibu. So I don't know mnafeel aje. But then kitu ni ile mimi usema hivi, pressure isikushike ingie kwa relationship na mtu yeyote, yeah, isikufanye. So kuna ingine confession ingine hapa. This probably the last place I wanted to say my mind. Okay, thanks for trusting me anyway. I'm a girl who is already 18 and has no experience whatsoever. It's so shitty. Kwani wasichana siku hizi mnataka kubreak virginity mkiwa how old? I have lived in a strict household all through my life and I have attended only girls' private schools from primary school to high school, which were all Catholic. I was so happy to finally go to college and they gave me a gap year. Then when I finally go to the college, Corona comes. Corona ikaingia. I am the best definition of a virgin. I have never kissed a guy. I still do not believe that is possible. That it's still possible. That's still possible. I have many guys who are just friends, even sneak out to go out, but I come back a virgin. I don't even know whether I'm looking for a relationship or I don't know. I'm open for any opinion. Hey, Maze, since when did being a virgin become a crime? She's feeling guilty that she's still a virgin, yeah? Hata kama akokole. Mimi ningekuwa dem na bado niko virgin, Maze. Ninge feel on top of the world. But then now I think the influence of society. So inamfanya I feel ni kama ako out of, because watu wengine maybe wame break their virginity because yeye amefika 18, alikuwa kwa girls schools private all year all through. Sasa ana feel ni kama ni burden. Maze msikue hivyo. Virginity is not a burden, it's a gift. Maze kama uko nayo, mimi naweza keep it. Yeah, of course maybe ni ile experience, maybe mnataka ku experience ni sawa. But then, so my opinions, keep going on. Don't just let it. Usikuwe na pressure ya kubreak your virginity. Kama haijakubali. Jenny, firstborn Ruth, Jenny, welcome. Kindly like our life. What we are doing here. Kuna zile confessions watu hutuma kwa inbox, sijakuwa nikizisoma mingi. So leo nazi-upload zote. So kwa mtu mwenye unasikiza, kama uko na comment ama something you want to advise, ukirequest mimi nitakupea huku juu uongee. Ukisikia hiyo confession yenye nimesoma, unataka kupea mtu advice, unasema ama una comment. I can pull you up, you give your advice as well. Kuna confessions zingine hapa ni kubwa. Wacha niseme hii. Sorry. I have a serious relationship, and I love my boyfriend, but our sexual life is not that great. I have fears. I can't step out of my comfort zone. He satisfies me, but I can't satisfy him. Ngori. This is my second serious relationship, and I'm not that experienced. Maze, you don't need so many relationships to be experienced. Jupia it begs the question. Inaanza kuleta I know that if you don't try things you can't learn, but I just can't do it. We decided that we want to wait before having sex, but other than that I can't do anything to satisfy him. He says it's okay for him if I don't want to do anything or if I'm not ready, but I feel like I'm not doing enough and that I am a bad girlfriend. It's just that I'm scared and overthinking these kinds of things a lot. I am scared of doing something wrong and leaving my comfort zone. I feel like I don't deserve him and that it's unfair to him because he deserves sexual satisfaction too. He gets really sad when we talk about it because he loves me and he tries to convince me that I am enough, but I just can't get rid of this feeling. Yeah. How can you help me? First of all, I'd like to say that I'm not a sexual expert. Yeah, mimi sio sex expert. So kwa vitu zingine, I'll just give a general opinion of what I think should be able to happen. Sex is very important, especially when you are in a relationship. So as venye umesema you are in a serious relationship, na the guy doesn't feel but then kitu ni ile, if you have friends, let's say if you have girlfriends who are maybe more experienced, you can always ask for their opinion, like how you should be able to go about it. Also ask this guy how he likes it, because kila jamaa na pia kila dem, there's a way we like to enjoy or have a sexual intimacy or encounters. Yeah. And I believe that being open with each other is going to give you a better experience. So mmesema mmeongea na yeye, but then anasema ni sawa, but then kwako una feel it's not enough. So again, sit down and then muonyeshe it's because the reasons you are doing so that anaweza understand why you are trying to do this, because it's bothering you. Yeah. So if he understands where you are coming from, that is going to be easy for him to open up maybe on what he prefers. Yeah. I hope hapo imesaidika. Kama uko na anything to add on that, pia useme. Kuna huyu mwingine anasema, sijaelewa. I have no wish to end my relationship because I am in love, but I really like to be able to get high and fuck strangers. Mazee, watu wako na vitu, usije kama umeelewa hii. Wanja karibu na Veronica karibu. I have no wish to end my relationship, but because I'm in love, but I really like to be able to get high and fuck strangers. Hey. Hizi ni vitu zenye unafaa kufanya before you get into a relationship. Yeah. So vitu zingine experimentation inafanywa before you get into a relationship. So if you love him, if you are in a relationship, maze, this can only be a dream. But then kama unapenda huyu mtu, you have to calm down on those dreams that you have, or on what you want. Hizi ni fantasies. I wonder what your fantasies are, because kila mtu akona fantasies. Kila mtu akona fantasies, whether you are a man or a woman. Kuna mtu anataka ku have sex somewhere, kuna mtu anataka kupini mtu design fulani. So that's common. But then just because you are thinking about something doesn't mean you have to do it. That's the difference. Yeah. So what matters is when you take an action, hapo ndio kunakuwa shida. But then thinking about it is just one thing. Yeah. For yule mtu mwenye anakuwa na anafika place yenye anaamua kufanya, hapo ndio shida iko. Yeah. So there is no wrong about thinking it, but then doing it, but then usifanyie mtu kama unampenda hivyo. So this is another confession. Wacha tuone venye iko. I think I'm still in love with my ex. I think about her all the time still. We haven't been together for 3 years now, but I still know she's the one for me. It's torture. We don't talk or interact at all. She could be dead for all I know. She's not, but still. But I want to be with her so fucking bad. I've never felt this way with anyone else before. It's crazy and I hate it. What should I do? Anda umtafute mazi. Hizi ni vitu rahisi. Come stop cheat. Unasema aje Rajit, come sita kucheat. I've never been cheated on. That's one thing yenye najua mimi. I've never been cheated on. Sibia karibu, Kilimunga karibu. Uko wapi nani Rajit? or anyway, on this nini, go after. If you miss your ex, if you miss someone, if you think that the ones for you, and what after mazi. Kuongea about it alone won't help you, yeah? Won't help you. Ndio confession ingine. I have a boyfriend whom I love very much and pleases me in every way, but I can't stop thinking about kissing my best friend. Na tuliongea issue kwa chat ingine about bestie. Tukasema madem msikuwe na male friends. Yeah? Msikuwe na male friends. So I think the reason why you want to kiss your best friend is because your boyfriend mwenye uko na yeye ni simp. So that could be the only reason that you are thinking about getting into it with your best friend, yeah. Because if you are with a man who you respect, the man who you adore, you know you are man, yule unasema my man, then you don't think about doing some shit with other male friends, yeah. So hiyo ni kitu yenye tu have kujua, yeah. Menika karibu, Mamushki karibu. So that's that. Hiyo hakunanga kitu ingine. Huyu akona nini ingine, huyu akona confession. My life at 28. Long story short, my therapist says I'm in love with my stepdad. Watu mko na mambo. I married someone just like my stepdad in looks, and he even has the same first name. He isn't anything like my stepdad in any other ways, and it took 8 years of miserable marriage to figure it out. I got the divorce final, and of course my stepdad was right there for me the entire time. He's only 13 years older than me. So it isn't a stretch that we could be together. My mother died a year ago, so that isn't the issue. The issue is how will he feel about us after I tell him. My therapist says I should let sleeping dogs lie. So the question is, should I or shouldn't I? Any thoughts? Diana karibu, Waizo karibu, Esther karibu sana. So mulike hiyo live tafadhali, ndio at least TikTok waona tuko active wasitufungie. The question, any thoughts? Any question? Huyu ni mtu mwenye already ashakuwa married aka divorce. So I think she was brought up by a stepfather. So maybe the stepfather was really cool. Unajua ni kama women who go looking for their dads in the men that they marry. Yeah, but then anagundua it's not working. So I think it's the same case in this case. So it's up to you maze. Hapo sijui kama your therapist amekuambia hivyo, because I'm not a licensed therapist, and kama yeye amekuadvise hivyo, do that and see, because at the end of the day it's up to you whether you do it or not. Sasa hii confession ya watoto, sijui watoto wanatoka wapi TikTok wananitumia confession maze. Juu wao watu wako 17 years. I am 17 years dating a 15-year girl, and my mother is threatening to kick me out of the house because my girlfriend is so young. I'm also in love with my 18-year-old best friend. I don't know what to do. We've been dating for a month now, but I've liked my best friend for almost 2 years. Just never acted on it. What should I do? Watoto mazee, watoto sijui wanatoa wapi guts za kunitumia hizi confessions. Hizi ni vitu, I don't know, hata nikipatikana nikiadvise mtoto wa 15 17 years. So uko 17 years una date mtu wako 15 years, but then uko na crush best friend wa 18 years. Ni confusion stage itaisha. So kama anakuthreaten kukick so young, so if someone is young, achana na yeye mazee, achana na yeye akue kidogo, yeah. Ni kama hao majamaa because I've experienced it. Kuna majamaa utapata hao watoto wasichana wakiwa very young, unapata maybe they do this advance. They happen all the time. But then you as an adult, you should be able to say no. Kama mtu ana idea ama hajakomaa kiakili, mwambie wacha ujinga, enda na huko. Yeah? So you should be the responsible adult. Yeah? Good. Kuna hii ingine. I don't know how to get rid of my toxic ex. I know he's a bad one. I've always known that. But every little thing reminds me of him. He ruined my birthday for me. He isolated me from my friends. Yet, here I am, back wanting to be with him. And wale wasichana wenye wanapenda kurani into red flags. They want thugs. Unajua men, women, as much as hawatakangi kubali ukweli, men, women love thugs. Yeah? So during their early years, especially when we're very young, they are after the adventure, after the man who has the thrill. Yeah? So utapata they are dating men who are thugs, what we call thugs. And then ikifika wakati amechapwa character development inaenda kusettle. So itafika time utatoka mwenyewe. So because you already know, ulijua is toxic from the right go, you already know it's bad for you, you already know it's hadi amekupitisha, but then umekaa hapo, madam, msikuwe hivyo, mwishowe utatokanga hapo na trauma ingine na scars zingine azishi, and then you'll carry these scars to the rest of your relationship. Thank you, Rajit, for liking the live. Sasa kuna ingine hapa. I would be open to trying an open relationship, but my husband wouldn't go for it. I would be open to trying an open relationship, but my husband wouldn't go for it. Kwani wewe mwanaume gani unataka, you want that guy, your husband, to allow you to get smashed by other men? What kind of man does that? If he allows you to do that, know that is already over. So appreciate that he doesn't want that to happen. The fact that you are open to that says a lot also. But then the thing is, ile time yenye atakuala ufanye hivyo, no, he has walked out of the door. Okay, ndio hii confession nyingine ndio hii. So we have a few minutes. Okay, I'll do to one. You naona hizi aziishi ni me. I feel I jumped into a relationship because I feel like I led the guy on. He has special needs. He asked to have sex and I said no, but jacked him off because I felt, since already had a panic attack when he asked to go back to the back of the school. I didn't want him to think it was him. I'm just not ready for it. I don't know how to tell him I don't want to have sex. I know he can't help it with communication issues of abajars, and I really do care for him. But we only got together today. That's way too soon for me. I don't know what to do. Hii hata sijaelewa. But then kama utaki mtu mwambie tu. Tusicomplicate maneno. Kama utaki mtu mwambie and leave them alone. You can be good to them, but then make it clear, I don't want you, and leave them alone. And women also, it's good to tell you, because now hizi vitu mingi ni ladies wameandika wametuma. So ni vizuri niseme hii kitu. If you don't want a certain man, anything to do with a certain man, first of all, don't communicate with them. Kama umtaki, don't text back. Secondly, kama umtaki, don't go out with them. Thirdly, kama umtaki, don't take his money. Fourth, kama umtaki, don't allow him to. Don't any gestures is making for you or towards you, don't allow him to do that. Say no to all those things. That's the only way men know that you don't want to them. But then when you are sending mixed signals, anakufanya hivi, unakubali, anakuambia tuenda out, unaenda out, but then umtaki, it's sending mixed signals, yeah? So kama utaki kwa sex na mwambie so, kama umtaki mwambie so, yeah? We know when a no is a no. A no is a no when you say no to everything. Not no kwa penye iku benefit and then yes kwa place yenye ina ku benefit. That's being selfish. Okay. I'm going to jump right into hii nyingine. I'm going to jump right into it. I exchanged photos with my best friend's husband. Where? My best friend's husband. He was wanting to know what I looked like naked. So I showed him and I was curious to see what his junk looked like. What? What? Well, it didn't stop there. He was saying how he wanted to do sexual stuff with me. I wasn't going that far. Even before all that, he swore he wouldn't tell anyone. But here I am with my best friend not talking to me and don't even want to try to hear my side of things. Her husband didn't even mention the fact that he was talking about having sex with me. I'm lost about how to fix this. Please help. Hani karibu, Fraspa, Aisha, Patience, Wajoi karibuni. Hey, best friends. Ndio wanasemanga best friends, your enemy is always close. Wale watu wenye mnafaa kumonitor sana ama kuwa afraid of are the people who are close to you, because those are the people that can hurt you the most. Yeah? Because as much as they're your friends, kuna zile what we call boundaries. There's always a boundary, yeah? So wakati mtu hana boundary, they are going to fuck up. And this is what has happened. So you can't share photos with your friend's husband. And then so now that you have lost both of them, there's no way she's going to hear you, because you already know this man is married, and also this your friend's husband. Maze wewe huwezi kutumia akili. Yeah, so the best thing you can do, you can never fix this. Know that, because in betrayal, this is what we call betrayal. If you are a friend to someone, kuna ile kitu yenye tunaitanga honesty, loyalty. Yeah, I should be able to trust you because you are loyal as a friend. But then if I can't be able to do that, maze we can't be friends. Yeah, I'm coming to leo nitafika nafika okay. Twende ingine. Florence, karibu sana. I love my boyfriend and it means the world to me. But there's this other guy I think about all the time. I promised myself I'm done with him, yet I find myself coming back and it's tearing me apart. Kindly help. Unataka usaidizi na nini sasa? Kukua selfish ni kitu. Mimi husema hii ni selfishness. Ukipata you are trying to have two people at the same time, it's because you are selfish. Mtu mwenye ako selfish ndio yule anajifikiria peke yake. If you already have committed to someone, you should also be able to consider their feelings, yeah? So uache tu kukua selfish. You are selfish. Wakati unajifikiria solo, that's why you want to have everything for yourself. So you are thinking about your satisfaction alone without thinking how that will affect the other person, especially when you're committed na yeye. So it's not tearing you apart, maze. Ni ile utaki kuachilia. You are getting benefits from both people. Na hiyo ndio shida iko hapo, that you want benefits from both sides. Hey, wewe ni mtu. Hey. Anyway, acha tuone, nafikiria nikimaliza hii side nitafunga juu nimekaa hapa sana. My partner of many years has been watching porn. I've seen it in his browser history many times, and when I told him how hurt I was about it, he didn't really discuss it. And now I've noticed he has been deleting it from his history because the same things keep popping up that he hasn't searched for ages, so he's deleting it from his history. I still feel so hurt and cheated. It makes me feel so lonely. He doesn't even make effort with me. I tried to spice things up to him to come to me when he needs a fix. If he tried everything I can think of, now I'm lost and I don't know what to do. Please help. So your partner has been watching porn for so many years. Yeah. That happens. It shouldn't be a problem. It should only be a problem if, this is again my opinion. Nilisema at the very start that I'm not a qualified therapist to give this so hizi vitu zi happen. Kama amekuwa akifanya hivyo for a long period, the thing is, shida ni ile ikianza kuaffect your relationship whereby he doesn't want to have sex with you. Hapo ndio kuna shida. But then kama sex iko tu sawa na nini ni sawa. Maybe also you umesema imekuwa for ya maybe akona addiction, imekuwa maybe ni entertainment kwake. So that's what I can say. Ukiona, again I'm saying, ukiona hataki kufix, now you can't stand it, you leave. It's that easy, mazi. Yeah, it's that easy. Usifikirie what you are going to. Let's go to this one. Nimebakisha nimebakisha ngapi? Kama 3. Secretly, I have not been over my ex. I would say I'm obsessed as much as I hate to admit. I'm happily in a new relationship of 4 years, but this girl, I think of her every now and then, and I wonder, what if I stayed with her? What if I just tried harder and we tried to overcome the stupid nonsense we dealt with high school and college? I always wanted her to be the one, and I don't know if it's because I want and yearn her or because I'm curious to see what it would have become. She currently has a family and now we haven't talked in over a year. I moved to another state with my girlfriend of 4 years and I'm madly in love with her. But I can't get this one out of my head. Number one, let me say this. First of all, this lady is married. 4 years she's happily married. So you want to go back to your ex, you go and destroy and begin destroying ile progress yenye amemake for those 4 years. Also, uko na mtu for 4 years, your girlfriend for 4 years, na hujamuoa for 4 years, what are you doing? And I've always also said that just because you are thinking of something doesn't mean you have to act on it. Yeah? Mazizi vitu tujaribu kujirestrain vitu zingine. If you have moved on, if someone has moved on, try to give them that space for them to grow. As much as maybe you miss them, or maybe you think you could have done something, or gone somewhere with them, doesn't really mean that will be the truth. Yeah? Sometimes inaweza kuwa tu ni how you feel, not necessarily the truth. Yeah? So kama asha move on, akona familia, achana na yeye, aendelee na familia yake. Yeah? So that case is closed. Endelea na wewe kwa. I'm in a relationship with this guy who's from a different religion. We are in love and our families are definitely not gonna accept this. Both of us have set our priorities and our families come above everything. So we've decided to split in a few years peacefully. To marry someone our families choose for us, for their sake. The thing that bothers me is that I've never loved a guy before him, and I'm not quite sure of how to move on after this, or whether I will be able to at all. I just don't know anything at all, and now it is scary. The reason you are feeling that way is because ni mtu wako wa kwanza, so kale kalavu ka kwanza sometimes kanakuanga pure, yeah? It's honest love, yeah? Sio ile haina a lot of baggage, so nafikiria ndio maana una feel hivyo. But then again, pia if your religions are different, maybe you are a Muslim and he or him huyu mwingine ni Christian, of course hata kama mnapendana aje, that's also going to be a problem, because when it comes to beliefs, practices, that's going also to come in because the way you raise your children, it's going to be determined by your background. So if you come from two different backgrounds, maybe when Muslim, when Christian, hiyo ni kitu ita affect a lot. Now ni fights, you are going to have a lot of fights over that. So kama mmeamua ku break up, ni sawa, you will heal eventually because you are still young. So kama mtaletewa mtu na mwanze kufanya nini, well and good, yeah, well and good. So let's do the last one, because hizo zingine nitakuja kuzisoma another day. Chep, karibu sana. After being used by all the female relationships in my life, I started having gay relationship with anyone to feel better about myself. Now I've found one true love. I keep being told this is wrong, but I don't understand why loving someone is so bad, even if it is the same sex. Hey, wewe uliamua kwenda same tu. I don't know. Hey, maze. It's because you feel being used by all female. No, you are allowed yourself to be used, basically. Yeah? So you can't say mtu hawezi kutumia unless you give them the power. Yeah? So tuseme kuna wale watu wako dominant. So if someone is dominant, basically they are going to look for someone who is less dominant. And that's why utapata kuna mtu anasema they were used. But then honestly hakuna mtu anaweza kutumia. But then do what you want, maza. Do yourself, do you. So I think nimeweza ku address. That's like a small percentage, maze. That's a small percentage. Kuna like so many confessions zenye siwezi address zote sahi. But then zenye nimeweza ku address for now, my head is tired, I think. Nimeona penye nimeziachia. I will come back and we shall pick it from there. So let's go.
DJ 38K